Hello, my dear student. Let us look at one more example of double integration. Let f from 01 cross 01 to r defined by f of x comma y equal to x into y for every ordered pair x comma y belonging to 01 cross 01. To check whether double integral of f dA over r, where r is this domain 01 cross 01, exists or not. So we will like to apply the definition. So to apply the definition, we have to consider partition of that rectangular domain capital R. So let Pn is equal to 0, 1 by n, 2 by n, dot 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 up to n minus 1 by n, 1 be a partition of closed interval 0, 1. Then we get Pn cross Pn, a partition of zero one cross 0, 1. So in this partition, the ij subrectangle Rij, how does it looks like? So it will be collection of all those ordered pairs x comma y such that I minus 1 by n less than or equal to x comma y both less than or equal to I by n. Sorry. I minus 1 by n less than or equal to x less than or equal to I by n, comma j minus 1 by n less than or equal to y less than or equal to j by n. That is how the ij subrectangle Rij will look like. And this is defined for all 1 less than or equal to I, comma j less than or equal to n. Now let us compute capital Mij and small mij. So capital Mij is by definition supremum of f of x comma y, where ordered pair x comma y varies in Rij. So that will be equal to supremum of, how does f is defined? F is defined like this: f of x comma y equal to x into y for all x comma y belonging to Rij. So what is a possible supremum of the product x into y over Rij? So let us draw the picture. This is our rectangular domain. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin, this is 1, this is 1. So this is 0, 1, closed interval on x-axis, 0, 1, closed interval on y-axis. And this square is a cross product of these two closed intervals. Now we have taken a partition 0, 1 by n, then 2 by n, dash n minus 1 by n, and the same partition of here also 1 by n, 2 by n, dash n minus 1 by n, and we have drawn the horizontal lines as well as vertical lines. And here somewhere we have that ij subrectangle. So this is my Rij. This rectangle, this subrectangle is a ij subrectangle, and the name for that is Rij. So Mij is a supremum of function f over this Rij. That is supremum of the product x comma y over Rij. So we can observe it's a monomial x into y. So obviously the product increases as x increases, and product also increases as y also increases. So this is the rectangle Rij. So at this point the product is minimum. As you increase x or increase y, the product also increases. So it is obvious the product will be higher at this end point, and the product will be lowest at this end point. So supremum is attained at the right end point of the interval. So that is I by n multiplied by j by n. So that is Ij by n square. Now you can pause the video and try computing Mij, small Mij. You can think over it and compute it by pausing the video. Okay. Now let us continue with the same logic. Small Mij is nothing but I minus 1 by n and j minus 1 by n, product of these two. So that is nothing but I minus 1 into j minus 1 by n square. Good. So we have computed capital Mij and small Mij. Now let us compute lower Riemann sum. LF Pn cross Pn. So that is nothing but, by definition, summation I from 1 to n, summation j from 1 to n, capital Mij into area of Rij. So that will be equal to summation I from 1 to n, summation j from 1 to n, capital Mij is Ij upon n square, and you can check out area of Rij is 1 by n square, because this is that subrectangle Rij. Its width is 1 by n, because this is an equally spaced partition where the length of its subinterval is 1 by n. So this width is 1 by n, as well as this width is also 1 by n. So area of this subrectangle Rij is 1 by n into 1 by n. That's 1 by n square. So you can check, we can pull out 1 by n raised to 4 outside, and then what left is summation over I from n, summation over j from 1 to n, product I into j. So can you try simplifying the sum? So what is its value? Take a pause and think on this. How will you compute this double sum? Okay, so the sum is equal to 1 by n raised to 4 to summation over I from 1 to n I, and summation over j from 1 to n j. So that will be 1 by n raised to 4. See, we want to compute this double sum of the product I and j. So with respect to j, I is constant, and with respect to I, j is constant. So we can split the sum like this. summation ij is equal to summation over I, where I runs from 1 to n, multiplied by summation over j from 1 to n j. So this will be equal to, it's a very familiar sum. This is n into n plus 1 by 2, and this is also n into n plus 1 by 2. So this is coming out to be 1n and 1n get cancelled. So we'll have n plus 1 whole square by n square into 4. So that will be 1 by 4 into 1 plus 1 by n whole square after simplification. So lowers Riemann sum of f with respect to partition Pn cross Pn is equal to 1 by 4 into, sorry, it's upper Riemann sum, not lower Riemann sum. So upper Riemann sum. Upper Riemann sum of f with respect to partition Pn cross Pn is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 plus 1 by n, the bracket, whole square. Now I suggest you pause the video and try computing lower Riemann sum. The computations are exactly same. Similarly, we can check that LF Pn cross Pn, lower Riemann integral for the function f with respect to the partition Pn cross Pn is equal to, by definition, summation I from 1 to n, summation j from 1 to n, small mij into area of Rij. So that will be equal to summation I from 1 to n, summation j from 1 to n, small mij is I minus 1 into j minus 1 by n square into area of Rij is 1 upon n square. So let us compute further. So this will be equal to 1 upon n square into n square, that n raised to 4. It will come out 1 upon n raised to 4. Then what left is summation I from 1 to n, summation j from 1 to n, I minus 1 into j minus 1. Now we can check. This is equal to 1 upon n raised to 4, summation I minus 1 into summation j minus 1. I from 1 to n, j from 1 to n. This is equal to 1 upon n raised to 4 this is n minus 1 into n upon 2, and this is n minus 1 into n upon 2. So after cancellation, this becomes n, and n square get cancelled. What left is n minus 1 whole square upon 4 into n square. So that will be 1 upon 4 into 1 minus 1 by n whole square. So that is lower Riemann sum of f with respect to partition Pn cross Pn. Now we want to compute LF and UF. So LF is nothing but limit of this LF Pn cross Pn as n tends to infinity. So you can check limit of this quantity 1 by 4 into bracket 1 minus 1 by n raised to 2 as n tends to infinity. So you can observe easily, as n tends to infinity, 1 by n will go to 0. 1 minus 1 by n will go to 1. Its square will go to 1. 1 by 4 into that will go to 1 by 4. So this limit is 1 by 4. Similarly, we can compute UF, That's nothing but limit n tends to infinity UF Pn cross Pn, and you can observe that is also 1 by 4. So here we can conclude that UF is equal to LF is equal to 1 by 4. So by definition, F is double integrable. F is double integrable, and double integral of f dA over R is the common value of UF and LF, that is equal to 1 by 4. That completes the example.